Both male and female.
Yes, I have a pastor who his wife, married 37 years, him and his wife got caught up in it and bankrupted them. A pastor's wife, 37 years married. Nobody's immune. And here's the big thing. Everybody says it'll never happen to me.
Yeah, but that's when you're ready.
When you're,
that's when you're
it's gonna,
yeah, buddy.
And so this is to educate.
Whew.
There's 94 red flags in here. There's story after story after story. There's everything in here. And then, you know, and when the victims come clean, you got to get them out of denial because they've given, you know.
Hello, I'm BJ Arnett, and this is This Day with BJ Arnett. You know how you think you have it all together? You know, nobody can get one over on me. I'm an educated woman. I have my master's and my PhD, and no one can get anything over me. Right about that time, that's when someone seeps into you just the opposite. They're there to take everything, your heart and your finances. D.L. Garden, I'm sorry, is with me. Who is the real man behind the screen? This is, you know, I'm like reading the bio information and the, you know, little parts of the book, and I'm like, stop. You know, the internet at best is, could feel like a wicked and vicious thing, especially when it's not in the right hands.
Correct.
And you're talking about those who are using it for harm to hurt people. Who is the real man behind the screen? The veil, if you will, the screen, if you will, is the internet.
Oh, yeah, and everybody thinks they're safe in their own home behind that screen, and they are not.
And they are not. But here's the second part of this. Online dating, how to protect your heart and your money. See, I wanted to save that part because the top is enough.
Yeah.
But when you get down here to the online dating, how to protect your heart and your money, nobody is exempt.
Nobody. And actually, BJ, you don't even have to be online dating. If you're on Facebook, okay.
That's online enough.
That's right, because they will come on and they'll send you a friend request.
Yes.
Or they'll come on to a WhatsApp. They will even text your phone because they buy phone numbers.
I very recently said to my husband, why do I keep getting these phone numbers? Hi, how are you? I don't know who that is.
That's a scammer.
And I won't answer it.
Yeah.
You know, I get this as, hi, how are you? Are you going out tonight? I'm like, if you know me, you know exactly what I'm doing on a Friday evening. So I'm thinking, this must be a scam.
Yes.
But then I go in my Facebook, and in that, what is it, private message?
Yes, Messenger.
Messenger, somebody will say, hey, how are you? And I'm like, I don't even know you.
Right.
Or they'll give me a friend request and they don't have any friends.
Right.
So
very
it's a brand, very few.
Yeah.
And there's no pictures.
Yeah.
That's the one, you know, there'll be 3 pictures.
Right.
And I'm like, no, that's a not. And I immediately think, is something wrong with me because I see something terrible behind every one of them, you know? But based upon this reading, I'm not crazy.
You're not crazy, not at all.
Talk to us about the numbers of scams that are going on in this nation.
Well, there's hundreds of thousands of them, and the only one I'm concerned about is the internet romance scam. And the reason being is because it's about heart and money. And, you know, I worked with certified fraud examiners for 12 years before I was scammed for $3,500. I should not have been scammed. I mean, I thought I knew every scam in the book. So I'm a good poster child. If you think it can't happen to you, you're wrong.
It can happen to anybody.
Right. And so after I was scammed, I did a forensics investigation. And, you know, I chatted with 26 scammers. Out of 26, 5 came clean with me. Out of those 5, 3 of them taught me how they do it from the inside out. There's 60 pages in here that tells that right from the scammers. And then as soon as the book was published, I had a victim call me. And I mean, just a mess. And she had actually cashed out her mother's life insurance policy for the scammer.
God.
We're talking about cashes out life insurance policies, taking out loans off of credit cards, taking out actual physical loans, selling homes, selling jewelry. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars up and above $500,000 for some women and for some men. We're not talking about chump change.
Little bitty money.
No.
But how do you get, I just can't even, like my mind can't even wrap around this. How do you get so far into it and not realize they never meet, right?
No.
See, that is the part that just...
Yeah, here's the thing. If somebody will not come on camera with you, they're a scammer. But they also have fake cams. So if somebody does come on camera...
What do you mean fake cams?
They will take whatever person's face they have stolen, and they will put that man's face on a video and come on cam. It'll be a fake cam. That's what they call it, fake cam. It's all in the book. And how you know it's a fake cam is you have to ask them to do something in real time, right? So I'm wearing a pretty big watch here, and if that person was wearing this watch, you say, oh, hold that watch up to the camera, let me see it.
And they can't do it.
They can't do it. If they can't do it, you know it's a fake cam.
Oh my goodness.
You have to ask in real time. These guys have fake passports, they have fake driver's license, they have, everything's fake. Everything's fake, but anything you ask them for, they will provide for you. They have fake checks, okay, with Bank of America logo.
So they just need a second to get it to you.
Yeah. So here's the thing, is that everybody says if they ask you for money, they're a scammer. But they will never ask you for money until they have your heart.
Which means they gained your trust, because you don't give your heart to anybody you don't trust.
Correct. So therefore, the first chapter of my book is called Molestation for Money.
Wow.
Because they use the same grooming process, BJ, that a child molester uses. Yeah. So this is well thought out, okay? And we're just sitting ducks behind the screen. Because and here's the big thing, okay?
I don't even know what to say to you at this point.
Here's the big thing, is they know scripture in and out.
Yeah, that is the other thing. Now this is, I said to you about the one who texted, and then the one or two that I saw on my Facebook. But when I knew something was wrong, somebody texted with no shirt. You know, his Facebook picture is no shirt, be my friend, or whatever. And he put in the message, how did he say it?
God-fearing man, maybe?
Yeah, no. You look like a Proverbs 31 woman. I'm like,
yes.
Something is...
Yes. And the other thing, if they say God-fearing man, bing, 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 that's a red flag. There's 94 red flags in this book. There's 6 stories in here from beginning to end, all the chats, all the emails, all the texts, so that people can actually see this play out.
So it unfolds.
Right. But to go back and answer your question, how do they get in so deep?
Yes.
Okay. Well, whenever we're with the wrong person, we become obsessed. Did you know that?
No.
Yes. Because we're not getting what we need.
Golly.
So obsession comes in, right?
Yeah.
Now, you have given them a little piece of money that you really couldn't afford to give. And then they tell you, honey, when I get home, I'm rich. When I get home, I'll give it all back and then some. We'll have a beautiful life. And then as they try to come home, which they're never coming home, right? As they try to come home, then they keep getting in trouble and need money to get home. So you get in deeper and deeper and deeper.
Okay, so now I have to ask this, which I know I asked it off camera, because I want you to explain the difference, or is this catfishing?
No. Catfishing is where, it's the same thing if they steal pictures.
Yes.
And pretend to be somebody else. That's the same, okay?
Okay.
But they usually do it to mess with you, or, to just have this fantasy relationship. This is money.
Sick.
This is all about money.
All about money.
All about money.
So
That's
when
all
you
this is
receive
about.
that email that says, hi, how are you?
Don't ever click on it. That's called phishing. And if you click on that, you've just given them access to all your email, and they'll get into your banking. Don't ever click on any links that you don't know. Yes. Yes.
And I know that.
Yes.
So when I opened one, and it was this heart-wrenching. How are you? I know so and so, and through so and so, they thought I should contact you. I am stuck in.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Stuck, yeah, and I've lost my wallet.
Yes.
Yes. Well, what happens is that they have got into a friend of yours' email
and got your name.
See? So, folks, I'm telling you, please, please, please. There's so much danger out there. There's
How
so
large
much.
an issue is this?
How large an issue is this?
Oh,
my gosh.
okay, I can see by this.
We are, let's put it this way. People are committing suicide over this. People are going to jail over this because they will say to you, honey, do me a favor, open an account, okay? And I have money that I need to put in there. And so, you know, the man or woman will open the account. They'll put in a lot of money that they stole from somebody else. And then they'll say, honey, I need you to open an account over here now and transfer that money over here.
So you just became an accessory to the crime.
Well, you
them.
are the money launderer now. You're going to jail. You're going to jail, dear. Okay?
See, that's insane.
Well, I know it's insane. That's why I'm here.
Yes, you are.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Okay.
And the age group is 40 and up because they're only looking for money.
Yeah, so
okay.
Can't be 20.
And they're really hitting on the medical field, like nurses, because they have compassion.
Right.
But especially widows, widowers, anybody who's newly divorced, handicapped, who are shut in, they're ruthless. Okay.
What are some of the repercussions? I know you mentioned some people are committing suicide, but what?
I've lost a couple.
Really?
Yeah, BJ, I have a support group, and it takes a lot to admit that you've been defrauded. Okay, so you've got to bring them out of denial.
Yeah.
And then there's a long healing process. And when they go through it and they find out they've lost everything, right?
Yeah.
How are they going to live? Now we're talking about a 65-year-old woman
And
here.
that's what I'm thinking about. Somebody
Right?
that's.
How are they going to make more money? How are they going to live? And that's where we find suicide happening.
There's where the spiral happens.
Right. That's the big spiral.
How can people get in touch with you? Because, this is something that kind of is kept quiet in the family.
Absolutely.
Because nobody wants to be the one who looks like they fell for this. But if they don't tell it,
Okay.
and if they don't get help.
All right, so every night and every morning, I would go to bed and wake up, and my question would be, how do they keep getting away with this?
Yeah.
And so, of course, I have sources, and I finally one day I called all three of them, which they don't know about each other. That's what makes it forensically sound. And I said, how do you keep getting away with this? I was angry. And they said, easy, because nobody talks about it. That's why I'm here, because like anything else, if it's kept in the dark,
Yes.
right?
Woo.
So, you can go to my website, dlgarin.com. You'll read about the book. But more importantly, silentvictimnomore.com.
Silentvictimnomore.com.
We have to break this silence. There's help out there for you on Facebook. It is the support group for romance scam victims. That's the name of it, support group for romance scam victims. And if we become God's army,
Absolutely.
and we talk about this, it will stop. Because
But until we open our mouths.
it's not going to stop. Because here's the thing: you're never going to stop the scammer until you stop the cash flow.
Oh, God.
The only way to stop the cash flow is through awareness and education.
Amazing.
Right? That's why I'm here. And thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, and thank you. Thank you for being transparent. Silent victims no more. Look, you guys, it's by the word of our testimony. If you speak, someone else will speak, and then another person will speak, and someone else will not do it because they heard your testimony.
Yes.
Don't be prideful. Be one who is of help all the time. Just don't sit in the pews talking about, I gave my tithes and my offering. Give the offering of your testimony so that someone else might be freed from a situation that could be totally devastating. DL, thank you so much for being transparent enough to write such a book and to be on the forefront of making people understand that they don't have to be silent anymore.
Thank you. You can find this on Amazon.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so
Amazon has
much.
it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Whew.